Okay, so to wrap up Unit 2, we're going to review. We've discussed this a little bit already. What's something like that mean? 8 to the third power. How do you calculate it?
24.
Well, not 24. It's not 8 times 3. It's 3 8s multiplied together, which will give you 512, right? You guys know how to do that in your calculator?
Yeah, just press 8. Use the caret key.
The caret key. You got it. Bless you. Bless you again. So let's see if you can beat me on this one.
$4,696. Oh,
Nice try. How about this one?
15,696.
Nice try. Oh, let's see. There you go. Okay. I'll pass. What if we do something like this? If you're wearing a winter coat, it might get a little warm inside, especially with a winter coat and a sweatshirt.
625.
Perfect. Now, if you don't enter this in your calculator correctly, it might try to tell you that it's negative 625. When you do any negative number to a power, you have to put the parentheses around the negative number first and then do the power. Otherwise, it's going to do the power first and then put the negative on the end of it. You've got to be very careful of that. If we have negative 5 to the power of 3, it's going to give us a negative 125. Negative 5 to the power of 5. Perfect. If it's an even power, the result will always be positive, right? If it's an odd, it can be negative. It depends on whether we're starting with a positive or negative. So you gotta be careful with that. Now, a negative power? Okay. That would be a negative 1 over 3,125.
I got negative 0.00032.
Yeah, that's negative 1 over 3,125. The way that works is, well, what would this be without your calculators? To the 0 power. 1. Remember, we did the pattern? Did I show you guys that? I don't think I did. Let's go to a positive number here. 5 to the power of 3, of course, is 125. 5 to the power of 2 is 25. 5 to the power of 1 is 5.
Oh, so 5 to the power of 0 is 1.
Yeah, every time we reduce that power by 1, this gets divided by 5. So 5 to the power of 0 divided by 5 would give us 1. In fact, if we keep going, 5 to the power of negative 1 would be, dividing by 5 again, would be 1/5. 5 to the power of negative 2 divided by 5 again would be 1 over 25. 5 to the negative 3 divided by 5 again would be 1 over 125. Notice the similarities between 5 to the third, 5 to the negative third. They are reciprocals. 5 to the negative third is just 1 over 5 to the third.
Why wouldn't you think this 125?
Because it's a positive 5. But each time you reduce the power, you're dividing by 5. Not dividing by negative 5, we're dividing by 5, because this is a positive 5. If that were a negative 5 to the power of negative 3, then this would be negative.
Oh, I see. I'm thinking this is negative 5 to the power of 1 and then negative 5 to the power of 2.
Nope. Yeah. So the negative's on the power, not on the 5. For roots, then, what does a root mean? Well, that's asking us what number squared equals 49. So it would be 7, or, there's another one, negative 7. Negative 7 squared would also be a positive 49.
Where's the root button?
On yours, on the left side, it's about the third or fourth key from the top. There's an x squared key. It's right above the caret key, I believe. Or below the caret key.
Yeah,
There's an x2, x squared.
yeah.
The square root button is the second to that.
Second.
Yeah. And so if you did that on your calculator, yes, it would be second, and then you have to hit that square root key, type in the 49 and hit equals. And the calculator will just give you the positive root, or the 7. But when you're doing a square root, remember, there's also a negative answer. The negative 7 squared could also be 49. No, I'll just be looking for the 7. Because in practical application, you usually are dealing with positive numbers anyway. Then I might take off half a point or something. How about this one? What are we going to get? Keep trying.
Oh, you can't do it.
Calculator gives you an error, doesn't it?
Domain.
Why can we not square root a negative? Well, because we're going to square a number. That's asking us what number squared equals a negative 25. Any number squared is going to be positive. So we can't square a number and get a negative 25. So there is no square root of that. It's not possible. I did some trickery. There are other roots other than square roots. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so bad today. I do know why. I've been waking up at 3 in the morning. So anyway, a little bit of the reason, yeah. So that's asking what number to the third power is 64. You guys know how to do this on your calculator? Third roots? On your calculator, you have your caret key, right? Above your caret key, there should be an X root key. Looks like that. Some of you actually have a third root key, but we're going to use the X root.
Answer is 24.
No.
You're lying. I just put it in my calculator.
The way you'd have to... 4 is right, yes. The way you would enter this in your calculator is you'd enter the index of the root, which is the 3. So you type in 3, then you'd have to do second, and then that X root key, and then type in the 64 and hit equals. It should spit out 4. I'll come take a look. Okay, so that's actually basically it. So let's give you your homework. Remember, Monday, and I'm sorry that it ended up on a Monday, we do have our unit test. So page 93, 1 through 21, the odds, dealing with powers and roots.